you doing, my friends? Welcome to the Jovies. That's right, the Jovenshire, which is I. His ego knows absolutely no bounds, and he's decided to create his own award show. And he is also done talking in third person. That's right, I wanted to make my own award show to, look at all the things that I love. Superheroes, comic books, TV shows, video games, just all things. And now I'm gonna put together these little award shows called the Jovies and, deem what I think is the best for each category, because why not? Why can't I do that? And this is a special month to do it. In fact, we are partnering with HBO Max to celebrate the 10th anniversary of when Game of Thrones first aired. It has been 10 years since that show first graced us with its presence. And what better way to kick off the Jovies than theming it Game of Thrones. And let me tell you, this is a fancy event here. I broke out the black thermal during a summer afternoon for this show. Why? Because it is a star-studded event. Now, I did send out invites to all of the Game of Thrones cast, and all of them came back with an astounding no. Apparently, no one wanted to come out during the end of a pandemic. But that's not fret, we do have some major celebrities here. We have former influencer and digital celebrity Jovenshire. Take a wave. There you go. Now take a bow and get out of here. Cool, cool, cool. And then, keeping this whole show running and looking good, we've got editor Joven working over in the corner. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, you're looking good. What are you doing? Get out of here. I'm trying to get work done. Oh, look at him being cute over there, pretending to be productive. We all know he doesn't edit these videos. It's producer Paco that does all the work. Come on. And last but not least, I do want to thank out our actual celebrity for showing up today, all the way from Lasercornia, Lasercorn. Take a bow, buddy.
That's not how it works. You can't just say my name and then I appear in your, what? No. How did you do this? No, I'm not being in this video. No, go back, cut back. Cut away!
Now that we've got all of that out of the way, I say we rev up the engine and start this bad boy, am I right? Here comes the first episode of the Jovies featuring Game of Thrones. But first, what is an award show without an opening musical number? What's that, we don't have Neil Patrick Harris? We don't? Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know now. All right, screw it. I'll do it myself. Game of Thrones now, Game of Thrones now. We're gonna do an award show for Game of Thrones. If you didn't like that musical number, it's Neil Patrick Harris's fault. He didn't show up. I specifically sent him an evite to this. To his Hotmail account too, so he got it. The first award to be given out tonight is the Best Clapback Award. That's an award going to someone that clapped back with some intensity and some fire. When someone comes at you in Game of Thrones with some sass, you gotta be ready and witty with something fierce to come back at them with. Let's check out the nominees now.
And the nominees for Best Clapback are Tyrion Lannister, I Wish That I Had.
I did not do it. I did not kill Joffrey, but I wish that I had.
Of course we had to put Tyrion's little line here about taking out his little brother, because this line erupted Twitter when this show aired. I remember seeing this episode and then Tyrion is like, I wish I had done it. And I'm like, give him the Emmy now. But this isn't the Emmys, it's the Jovies. So let's see who else he's up against.
Syrio Forel, what do we say to the god of death? Not today.
What do we say to the god of death?
Not today.
What's so great about Syrio's clapback is that it's meant to be said to death himself. And in Game of Thrones, there's a lot of opportunities to die. So, what do we say to death? Not today. But then he died, so, death didn't listen.
Arya Stark. A girl is Arya Stark.
A girl is Arya Stark of Winterfell.
This one just gave me goosebumps. Arya Stark going, a girl's name is Arya. She left the old mantle and going back to who she was right before going back home, and you knew she was gonna mess some S up.
Cersei Lannister. Power is power.
Step back 3 paces. Turn around. Close your eyes. Power is power.
She could have her guards doing the hokey pokey if she wanted to, and they wouldn't question it. That's power, baby. And the award for best clapback goes to Arya Stark for A Girl is Arya Stark. It was just a great moment. It gave people goosebumps, and we're like, oh man, I can't wait to see what she does next. And she went on to do some stuff, so congratulations, Arya. Now, she's not here to claim this reward, but I'm sure if she was, she'd want to thank myself, the entire cast and crew of Game of Thrones, the Hound. I think she would thank the Hound. Next up here on the Jovies, we've got the What Goes Up award for Best Fall. Sorry, when I thought of this one, it just kind of made me giggle. Throughout Game of Thrones, a lot of people made it up and a lot of people fell down. But who did it best? Here are the nominations.
And the nominees for the What Goes Up award: Bran Stark, shoved out a window by Jaime Lannister.
The things I do for love.
Look at Bran Stark setting up the entire series with this OMG moment. You gotta love that.
Tommen Lannister yeets himself out of a window when the Sept explodes.
I'm gonna be honest. I laughed a lot at this one. But you know, if I was married to Marjorie Tyrell, yeah, I'd probably eat myself out of a window too if I found out she just died.
The Hound in the duel versus Brienne of Tarth.
It was an epic fight. The Hound and Brienne of Tarth, I was loving it. And then, you know, the Hound went for a little tumble down the hill. Though he didn't die. I would like to mention he did not die. He's a hard sucker to kill, you know?
Lady Arryn shoved out the moon door.
When Lady A was putting in that moon door, someone had to have been like, man, this might be a bad idea. You could fall out of it. And you know, in her last moments, she thinks someone is speaking something so wonderful finally about her. Nah, she not only gets thrown out the moon door, but then also gets broken up with. Bad day for her. And the winner for the What Goes Up award is Bran Stark. Again, I can't stress this enough. It is him falling out of this window that pretty much creates the entire set of events that happens afterwards in Game of Thrones. So that one fall, whew, did a real doozy for these people. This one might actually be my favorite award of the night. When I was coming up with this award show, literally this was the first one I thought of. This one is the Hubris Award. This goes out to the person that celebrated maybe a little bit too early.
And the nominees for the Hubris Award are Oberyn Martell, Duel versus the Mountain.
Say it!
Oberyn Martell, you fool! He was right there! You had him! You heard him!
The High Sparrow, when the Great Sept explodes.
The High Sparrow, next to Joffrey, might have been the bad guy I was most rooting for to die. And there he is, just like, you know what? I might not have a lot of riches, but I am higher and mightier than all these people. You know, maybe he should have spent a little more time making some friends.
Walder Frey, whole family murdered by Arya.
My name is Arya Stark. I want you to know that. The last thing you're ever going to see is a Stark smiling down at you as you die.
Yes, Walder Frey made it in this category, and you know, rightfully so. This guy's pulling all the strings and he's doing all the Game of Thrones things. He even has this moment where, you know, Catelyn Stark's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill your wife, and he's just like, yeah, I'll get another one. It's okay. This guy thinks he is untouchable. You know, till Arya Stark shows up.
The Night King, the Long Night, not snapping Arya's neck before she stabbed him.
And then there's the Night King. Literally, they've been saying this whole time, winter is coming. And then he came, and he's there, and he's about to win, and he's got little Arya in his hands, and all he has to do is snap of the neck. And he doesn't. He just looks and feels victorious, and then, you know. And the winner of the award, celebrated a little too early, is Oberyn Martell with the Viper versus the Mountain. It's kind of a common fact that bad things happen to good people in Game of Thrones. And this could have been the moment where it all turned around for everybody. Nobody thought the Viper was going to be able to beat the Mountain. And then the Viper got the Mountain on his back. He had it. He was going to win. But then he was not able to see what was going to happen next. And frankly, he can't really see anything now because, you know. As we come up to the final two awards here, I just want to say that I'm having a great time with this, and I hope you are too. If you are, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the like button and all that fun jazz. And let me know in the comments below, like, you know, what other awards we could have done and who would have won said awards. Or did I miss some nominees? Let's talk about it. Now, with that said, let's wrap up this show with our last two awards. So the next award we are going to celebrate here is the Best Drunken Speech Award. And the nominees are...
And the nominees for Best Drunken Rant are Tommen GIANTSBANE. They call me GIANTSBANE.
They call me GIANTSBANE. Want to know why?
GIANTSBANE. Anyone else still shipping him and Brienne of Tarth? Or is it just me? Is it just me? It can't be just me.
King Baratheon. Yes, it's been a long time.
But I still remember every face.
King Baratheon, old Bobby B, talking about his first kill. Kind of intense, and very Bobby B of him.
Tywin Lannister. They have my son.
They have my son! Get out. I always thought you were a stunted fool. Perhaps I was wrong.
Yes, Tywin Lannister is on this list, and though he might not be fumbling his words or being over the top with any of his gestures, this speech is so great because it's him sharing a drink out of respect with his son. And if that doesn't move you, then I don't know what will.
Tyrion Lannister. I drink and I know things.
Dragons do not do well in captivity.
How do you know this?
That's what I do. I drink and I know things.
Of all the speeches that Tyrion Lannister had on this show, this was the one that led to him freeing a dragon, not knowing if he was going to die or not. And who hasn't said that line? I drink, and I know things. I say this all the time. It's my main go-to. And the winner is Tyrion Lannister, because how do you not give him this award? If not for this speech, then all of his other drunken speeches, they're all fantastic. But again, like I said, this one literally led to him having the confidence to free a dragon. He's like this tall, and the dragon is like this tall, and he did not get eaten. Good on him. And finally, here on tonight's Jovies for Game of Thrones, we are featuring the best monologue in Game of Thrones, because throughout this entire series, there's some great things said whilst drunk, whilst naked, or whilst in battle. But when you can look at your enemy and just talk and talk and talk and just win that battle of wits, I say to you, good sir or madam, here is a Jovie. So here are the nominees for Best Monologue.
And the nominees for Best Monologue are Littlefinger. Chaos is a ladder.
Chaos. A gaping pit waiting to swallow us all. Chaos isn't a pit. Chaos is a ladder. Many who try to climb it fail, and never get to try again.
Littlefinger never fought with sword, but with words and his tongue, and you know what? In that sense, he was a true swordsman. That is a great analogy. Chaos is a ladder.
OLENA Tyrell. I want her to know it was me.
I'd never seen the poison work before. Tell Cersei. I wanted to know it was me.
OLENA Tyrell here just straight up showing the world that she is the true boss bee of Game of Thrones. She took this secret to her grave, so much that Cersei, when she heard this, was like, you don't know if she was telling the truth. And then, you know, Jaime Lannister, just still feeling it in his bones, was like, nah dog, yeah, I think she was telling the truth. Yeah, this one was real.
Lyanna Mormont. There is no king but the king of the north, whose name is Stark.
The north remembers. We know no king but the king in the north, whose name is Stark.
Little Lyanna Mormont with this speech was so impressive because she had the entire world after watching this episode go like, she is going on to just have the greatest career of all time. This speech came out of nowhere and still gives me the feels.
Jaime Lannister. Jaime's story in the tub with Brienne.
Tell me if your precious Brandy commanded you to kill your own father and stand by while thousands of men, women, and children burned to life, would you have done it?
And finally, we have the last Lannister to get nominated for an award, Jaime. You know, given that real backstory on how he became the Kingslayer, just to find out that, you know, maybe the moment wasn't as epic as people thought it to be, but still full of so much humility. Like, this was a turning point for this character. Now, before we give out the final award here, I want to give a little runner-up to this particular nomination because I feel like they need this shout out. And I'm talking about Old Nan for her bedtime story to Bran Stark there in episode 3 of season 1, where she's all like, "You want me to tell you a little story?" And then Bran's like, "I hate your stories, they're the worst." And then she's all like, "Well, okay, I'll give you something different then. Oh, there was 100 feet of snow, and mothers, they had to smother the babies, and these zombies came and attacked on their giant dead horses." You know, I'm kind of summarizing a little bit, but it was pretty messed up. Brandon's all like, "Please never talk to me again." So, though not going to win this category, deserved a shout out. All right, no more jokes, no more ramblings. Let's give out the final award here. So the best monologue in all of Game of Thrones goes to Lyanna Mormont. You gotta give it up for the little one. She like just steals the scene with all these fantastic actors and actresses. And she's like, "No, all you bitches are wrong. You listen here. This man is the king of the north and we are going to abide by that." And then everyone is like, "Yeah, I'm gonna listen to that girl. I'm terrified of her, so we're gonna do what she says." And that is it for the first ever Jovies Game of Thrones edition. I hope you enjoyed this, but again, like I mentioned earlier, I want to talk to you all. Let me know in the comments below what other shows or topics we should give awards to down below. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the winners that we had here tonight, because that's why I love making these videos, is being able to interact and just joke around with all of y'all. So again, thank you and big shout out to HBO Max for making all of this happen. I am looking forward to doing another rewatch of this series because you know what? I love this show and I love HBO Max. This is legit me as a fan making this video. So I hope you are too. Go check it out again. Do all 8 seasons. Have a blast with it. Do it in a weekend. Just go all in. Make it your weekend. Till the next time, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you need some more Jovenshire in your life, we have 2 videos there on the right, and don't forget to subscribe because if you like this video, I guarantee you're gonna like the other stuff that we do here. And if you get a chance, go ahead and follow me on Twitter and Instagram because we create a lot of content there that doesn't always make it to YouTube. Go check it out.